Welcome to Parliament House. My name is Michael Keating, Editor-in-Chief of Inside Canberra. I'd like to let you know what's in this week's edition. This Week in Parliament looks at when Tony Smith was elected Speaker. There was a vain hope that Parliament would become a more civilised place. Of course that didn't happen. The opposition tested Smith's resolve from the beginning of his first question time. Labor's aware that a dysfunctional Parliament reflects poorly on the government. To underpin this perception, they've indulged in rowdy behaviour whenever the proceedings are on television. The emissions target is just good enough. Looks at some comments of Associate Professor Frank Jotzo of the Centre for Climate Economics and Policy at the ANU's Crawford School said on Tuesday. The Abbott government's post-Kyoto emissions target are among the least ambitious of the OECD countries, but they're in the ballpark. What is true is that Australia is not reducing its CO2 emissions at the rate required to keep global warming below 2 degrees Celsius, but then neither is anyone else. Abbott's relying on the fact that although Australians have said that they want to have faster reductions in emissions, they don't want to pay for it with increased electricity prices. Our next article, called Gay Marriage Contortions, looks at how the press galleries dealt with the decision on Tuesday when the gay marriage debate exploded. At the Liberal Party room meeting that morning, Warren Entsch announced that his bill would be introduced into the House of Representatives next Monday, but then for some reason decided the party room should consider the subject then and there. Abbott cut the discussion short and announced that the matter would be debated in the joint party room that afternoon. Our next article looks at Andrew Robb's address to the National Press Club of Australia. Trade Minister Andrew Robb didn't hold back when he spoke at the Press Club on Wednesday. He got stuck into the unions for opposing the China Free Trade Agreement and Labor for threatening the enabling legislation and environmentalists for encouraging reptile rage and lawfare against the Adani coal mine in Queensland. Robb said the China agreement was threatened by the opposition's promise to renegotiate terms of the agreement, which would mean that the Chinese would walk away. There was a risk that India would also walk away from its FTA if environmentalists held up the Adani coal mine.